Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Ntilikina. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Mirotic. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball forward.
Yep, that one's good.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Jones from outside. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. From downtown. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Here's Bonga. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And there's the rejection. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off target at the rim.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy. And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Deflects the pass. Now here's Jones, guarded closely. With the drive. And that one is hammered home.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Mirotic. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Balmaro. Takes it inside. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. The rebound by Bonga.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Ntilikina misses. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Balmaro. No points so far. Here's Bonga. He has 7. Pass to Jones. The 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Bonga. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that.
Oh!
Wow.
getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. There's a screen from outside the arc. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. He buries it from three. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Balmaro. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's not going to go for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Deflected. All alone on the break. Washington's shot is good.
Washington Jr.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. From deep, McCormick with a rebound. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Pokashevsky. Fires in the triple. Pokashevsky's got 6.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
The three-pointer off the mark. And they're on the break. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
To the inside, McCormick. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Back to Washington. He takes it in. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. Just 3 to shoot. Beyond the arc. McCormick with a rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The open shot by Brooks. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Lundberg. And he slams it in one-handed.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Washington. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Brooks from outside. The shot no good. Here's Pokashevsky. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 10 points for him.
I just love the ball movement.
To the left wing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. For 3. And he knocks the jumper down.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Here he goes. Boom! He jams it straight down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
To the paint. to the inside.
Away team ball.
55 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Buries it from three.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Pass to Brooks. Puts up a three. Washington grabs the miss. Okashevsky with it. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gets the three to fall.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it. If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
With one on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
A lot of high flyers on this list. I've seen what they can do in game. Curious to see what they can do on the big stage when the lights are bright.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the visiting team. That does it for half.
And so we wrap up the first half. Up 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Aleksej Pokusevski.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Ntilikina. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. He's got 5.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Lets the three fly. Nails it from 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And so he hits both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Into the lane. He gets it in there.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Bunga. From outside, off the mark. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul, second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2, number 32.
And so he makes both from the line. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Count it.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Pass to Balmaro. And there's the screen. They get the rebound. Goes back up. He's off on that one.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
4-3. Count it from distance. 10 points for him.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Minute 32 left in the third. And they're running. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Now here's Jones. Yet to see a basket. Snatched away. He can't get that one to fall. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Bonga. Shoots. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Well, it's a three-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Over to the left wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Right wing. The jumper from the wing off target.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Ball stolen. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 12. And all right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys. Thanks for that, Allie. From deep. He can't hit that time. Here's McCormick. He's guarded by Washington. McCormick, good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And he goes in for the dunk.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Brooks against Washington. Launches it. And it's Brooks missing.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Here's Pokashevsky. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds in the game. Takes the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Washington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And that one falls for Washington.
At the line for the away team, Washington.
Second free throw, no good. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Sunday, and then on Tuesday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Both good from the line that time.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Let's go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. Here's McCormick. He's guarded by Washington. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. Now Washington. Pass to Pokashevsky. Now Washington. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's the 3. Pulls it from the top of the key. Pokashevsky. Soft touch off the glass.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They set a pick. This one for 3. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Another shot. Intercepted. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter here. Bonga pass to Pokashevsky. The 3 ball. And the 3-pointer goes. Pokashevsky's got 3 of his 5 threes to find the net. Tipped. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. There's the drive. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Fires the 3. It's deflected. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. 35 seconds left in the final quarter. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. There's a screen. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's the 3. On target from range. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it so close.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lucic tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. We're about 1 minute into the first. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Shields. Knocked away. De Silva with the rebound. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Paul Morrow, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pulls up, high post, and he knocks down the jumper.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Shields hits it from three-point range.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal.
Looking to end the run. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And finished off by Mirotic. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
1:56 left to play in the first. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Shields. And the 3 off target. Lucic driving inside.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
The 3 ball. The putback. De Silva with the rebound. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Shields gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Lucic. Offline with his three. Shields hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And there it is for him. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Mirotic into the lane. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And that one falls for Mirotic. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. They're up by one. And we'll be back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And here comes the break. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Napier covering. It's up, and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And here we go. Puts up a three. That shot off. Now here's Brooks. Napier covering. Brooks misses. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Takes a three. Connects from three-point range.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Napier covering. Pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. On Sunday and then on Friday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Was there, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Personal foul, second team foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And so he makes both from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Booker. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
He has 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Brooks for 3. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here they come. Pass to Booker. From the arc. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. For 3. Booker pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
minutes remaining in the first half.
And there's the drive.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight. I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, third.
Yeah, easy call.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Both good from the line that time. Giffey. And it's off from three-point range. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And the 3 ball is good. He's got 5.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And that one falls for Brooks.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Edwards against Brooks. Pass to De Silva. 3-pointer. McCormick with the rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see a shot go in. Nicely done.
20 seconds left to play in the first half. Count it.
Lucic. Assistant, number 7.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
And he's good on the second. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. Three-pointer. A 3-pointer is right on target.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And that does it for the first half of play.
The visiting team.
They lead by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the visiting team. They're within... And that about wraps...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Edwards defending. Good on the bucket. 5 points in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Fires from deep. Mirajic grabs the miss. Mirajic just got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they continue to control the glass. Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And here's Edwards from the arc. Banked in off the glass.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Shields. Tries again. Pass to Mirotic. Edwards defending. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Old team foul. Number 1. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Away team ball.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. And here's the fast break. Out to the wing. The 3. Just 5 on the clock. Traps in the tray. He's got 18.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Out to the right wing. Shields. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lucic. And the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Beaumont. 6 points for him. Shields. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Edwards defending. To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. There's the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Lets it go with a 3. Carries it from three-point range.
Number 13.
He's got 21.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Pass to Mirotic. They set the pick. No good on that one.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Edwards. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Lucic. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Brooks from outside sinks the three-pointer.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Brooks has gotten 2 of his 5 attempts from deep to go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Kept alive. Here's Cozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead. And guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The quick look, no good that time. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to McCormick. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And the home team has possession. Shields drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Napier covering, and the layup's good off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
For the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. First one falls for him.
The away team. Number 22.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Got a hand on it. All by himself. There's the triple. That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight. 8 for 15. Here's Paul Morrow. Good on the shot.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Paul Morrow's gone 4 of 8 from the field. Launches it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And a little in the books so far here in the fourth. Driving to the basket.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And really deep through that time.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Miritich the screen. Hits the jumper in space.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. The three ball, pure from three-point range.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Jones. Down low. Here's Ntilikina. The layup off target. In transition, here they come. Fades away. The rebound by Bonga. Outside Jones. For three. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Off target from outside. 4-3. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to De Silva. Defended by Jones. Fires from deep. And no good.
Slow start, 1-of-4 to begin this game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer. Force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Drills it from deep. 6 points for him.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Looking to win the run. Knocks down the long J.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Ntilikina. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside Edwards. And he can't jam it through. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in.
And right away, he's going to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game.
Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Connects from downtown.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Jones. Here's Bonga. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bonga has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Launches it. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Edwards. Still no points. Offline from the top of the key.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And yep, it's good.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pulls it. Good as the jump shot falls. He's got 5. Pass to Bonga. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray. Bonga's got 7.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Pass to Lundberg. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Lundberg's got his first 2 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Hits the trifecta.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc. Trying to stay within striking distance here.
Washington drives in. Okashevsky with it. Buries the jump shot. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Jacks up with 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Lundberg. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Booker. To the middle. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Pokashevsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Booker pulls it down. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, B.A., and I liked it. The Stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Good. Lundberg's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
They swipe it. Robbed. There's the 3. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. On Friday and then on Wednesday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Misses from short range. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. This one for three. The shot misses.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Lets the three fly. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Unloads. And he drives in. Pass to Pokashevsky. And stolen by Booker. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Pokashevsky. Misses the three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's the triple. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now Washington. No points yet. And there's the drive. It's tipped. They're running. And hits the three from the wing.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Pokashevsky the miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Three-pointer off the mark. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. 5 points in the game.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The visitors with the ball. It's a three-point game. That ties the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's De Silva, still without a bucket. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. It's stolen. Here's Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got his first basket.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Here's Jones, and the layup falls.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Up top, Edwards. Defended by Jones. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer.
Number
11 points in the game.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
90 seconds into the second half now. Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got 9 points.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
He's got a hot hand, and the defense seems helpless to stop him.
From behind the arc. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
For the lead. Doesn't go for him. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
The fader. That shot missing. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Ntilikina.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Jones misses. 1:36 left in the third quarter here. Here's Bonga, guarded by Edwards. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Defended by Jones. From downtown, buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
To the inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Down low. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Drains the triple. He's got 15.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to De Silva. From the arc. Takes the three. No good on the shot. Outside Jones. Here's Bonga. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They set the pick. From deep three-point range. Offensive board. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Lundberg. The three is up. Drops in the three.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now here's Washington to the left side wing. Here's the pick. Inside. 5 to shoot. Crafty move. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Gets the three to fall.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Drops in the layup for 2. Washington's gotten 4 this quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Here's Lundberg. Over to the wing. Off target from three-point range.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. He's guarded by Washington. He shoots. And he nails that one right through the heart. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The three. And Pokashevsky gets it to go.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And he jams it home with authority.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
They set a pick. Second chance effort. His first shot coming late. No luck on that one.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Puts up a three. Doesn't go that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Connects from downtown.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
Washington outside. And stolen by Napier.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Lundberg. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Washington outside. Shot clock at 3. Hits a three-pointer.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly...
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Bonga. Covered by Mirotic. Here's Davies. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ntilikina. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
They set the pick. Shields. Good on the three-point shot.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. On the basket by Jones.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Right wing. Banked in off the glass.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's Ntilikina. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here's Bolmaro. Defended by Jones. Pass to Bolmaro. Hands it from downtown.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Davies. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here he goes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he makes the first.
The away team. Number 1, taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the wing on the left. There's the screen. Shields. No good from outside. Here's Davies. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
1:14 left here in the opening quarter. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Bolmaro. That's tipped. .102 left in the first. Jones against Mirotic. Here's the screen. Lets it go from deep. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They need this. The shot, no good. And they're moving it up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
All the officials are all over that.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the away team, Shields.
Good on both. Now Jones. Count it. Good. Jones has got 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Just 3 on the clock. Up again. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 9. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Hey, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
The 3. Bonga, no good. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Brooks from outside. It's good from long range. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Brooks against Washington. Stolen. Jumps up, trips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it drank for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And here's Brooks from outside. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Washington. Here's Pokusevski. Brooks covering. Here's Washington. McCormick with the rebound. Now here's Brooks, defended by Pokusevski.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Good on the triple.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
To the inside, McCormick, offensive rebound. Here's Cozier. They set the pick. The tray. that shot off.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Pokusevski with the bucket.
His inside game is improving since he came into the league, and Poku does have some good footwork in the paint.
And that one, good.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Washington, and he lays it straight in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brooks outside, fires the three. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. Into the lane. Lundberg shot's good. Lundberg's got his first points of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
1:10 left to play here in the second quarter.
Dwayne Washington Jr. First personal foul, second team foul.
Now off the inbound. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
52 seconds left in the first half. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Pokusevski. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. From past the arc. McCormick with the rebound. Defended by Pokusevski.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And so we wrap up the first half. They're up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times.
All right, and now that we... And that's a halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. They've got Jones, and it's Davies in at the 5. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. From downtown, sinks the triple. 8 points for him.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Balmore, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Davies kicks to Ntilikina. Lays it up off the glass. Ntilikina's got 6.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Shields, and it's blocked. Baseline try. Basket counts.
Well, he's a pass-first point guard. Ntilikina with a nice play there.
Shields drives to the hoop.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
There's a screen. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
3 points.
Mirotic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time. And these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. But it's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
Shields. Bonga pulls it in. It's Jones on the way. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Driving inside. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
2 minutes.
Pass to Balmoro. To the middle. Here's Mirotic. And Mirotic throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Davies. 10 points for him. To the paint. It's intercepted. And they're running. Here's Balmoro. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Balmoro's got 11 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Davies, the pass to Bonga.
Away team foul. Number 32. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:14 left in the third. Pass to Davies. Here's Bonga. They set the screen. To come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Ntilikina. Bonga deciding where to go with it. There's the try, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 8. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bonga. To the right side. Here's Davies. 10 points for him. Clock at 4. Jones kicks to Davies. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. 13 points in the game. It'll count, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys.
Thank you, David.
Away team ball.
There's a good screen. Puts up a deep three. He can't get it to go. A solo fast break. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper. It's tipped. Here's Gozier. The three-pointer, no good. Inside, here's Partizan.
And Poku does not have far to go to jam it down.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Takes it inside, and he converts the layup.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
From deep three-point territory, McCormick with the rebound. Takes the three, trains the three-pointer.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Fires for three. A rebound by Washington.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pakusevski's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. And Brooks, here we go. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bonga, the pass to Nilikina. Clock at 6. Pass to Bonga. Jacks up a three. That one misses. Bonga's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. From deep. Knocks down the three ball.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Driving in. Count that one.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
2 points. That one goes.
Nilikina, the guy in the moment, getting it done.
Nice job down low.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Bonga. Drills the three-pointer.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Off the inbound pass. And Jones pulls it down. 1:07 left in the fourth. Davies misses.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
There's the pick. Here's Balmore. It's deflected. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Bonga, no good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Stolen away. And so they get the victory here at home. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what's...
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Mirotic. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Launches a 3. That one no good. And they're on the run. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Going inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Like UBA, this guy's got some style.
Hey, man, you got to have a little swagger to pull off a slam like that.
Are you kidding me? I mean, he's got a whole lot more than a little bit. He's all about a little bit of extra flavor, and he goes to work.
Here's Edwards. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Knocks it down from distance. 5 points in the game.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
The steal. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Powerful one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Balmaro. Oh, they pick off the pass. In transition. Fires it. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
They set the pick. Knocks down the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's good. 2 points.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early. Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
They set the pick. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. Mirotic.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber. Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Takes a 3. Kept alive.
Oh! Whoa!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he's all alone. Off target with the three. Lets it go from deep. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
To stop the run. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2. After this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And the visitors call time here. Here's Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brooks has got his first bucket in this one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. And this game is tied up now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to McCormick. He's guarded by Napier. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Driving to the basket. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. He's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's the teardrop. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Driving in. Count the basket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
A tight game here in Utah. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. No good with a layup. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-handed, just like pound cake.
3-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
To end the run. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's the break. They set the screen. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
56 seconds left in the second quarter.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The first free throw is good.
Present. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the 3. Unable to get that one. Here's the break.
Away team foul. Armani Brooks. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. And that one drops.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's McCormick. Deflected. And the first half now in the books. Up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
You take a look at the home team, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the visiting team. Thanks for tuning in.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's Edwards on the wing. The 3 is up. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Drains the triple.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Here's Balmaro. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Balmaro's got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's De Silva. Off with the layup. And a miss there on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Out to the right wing. 4-3. The shot comes out. And here's the fast break. There's the steal. And here comes the break. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Guarded by Edwards. Got a piece of it. They recover it. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's the screen. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Edwards has gone 2 of 4 shooting. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that one good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
To the wing on the left. He buries it from 3. He's got 18.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Here's Bomaro. Releases from the wing and drills it.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And there's a pick. To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He's doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Yes, it's good. Give him 20.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And the 3 off target. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Lets the 3 fly, nails it from beyond the arc. 12 points for him. It's intercepted. He got it up. No luck on that one. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 19. And when we return, and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. There's a screen. Here's Brooks. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Pass to Napier. Oh, Brooks with the steal. For 3. Knocks down the long J.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
And he makes the first.
Number 7, taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Fires for 3. Can't hit that one. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. The quick look, no good that time. It's a one-on-one situation. Down low. From behind the arc. Oh, Brooks with the steal. In transition, here they come. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
The 3 is up. That shot, no good. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the ball goes out of bounds, turned over.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
The visitors with the ball. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Misses the corner 3.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Jacks up a 3. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So it's the home team now. It's a 13-point game. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. And count it. Now 5 for 7. To the wing, right side. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. It doesn't go for him.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Mirotic. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Knocked away, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
59 seconds left in the fourth. From outside the arc, they get it back. Pass to Balmaro. Launches it. And Booker pulls it down. Fires the three. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. 32 seconds left to play in the fourth. And the three-pointer goes. "17 seconds left in the game. Five on the clock. Fires from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. This one was a fun one to watch.
Joining us, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. There's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bonga's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Defended by Jones. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Outside, Edwards. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Davies. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Ntilikina down low, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Going inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Now here's Jones. D right on him. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
To the paint. From downtown, Davies grabs the miss. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Ntilikina, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Showing off that great vertical. Yet again, Ntilikina playing with power at the rim.
That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Outside, Jones. Pass to Davies. The three. Buries it from three-point range. Davies has got 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Over to the wing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Bonga gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's De Silva. The three-pointer is right on target.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Inside, the steal. Fast break, here they come. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
To the left wing. Fires the 3. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one drops for him. He has 6.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Intercepted.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
There's the pick for 3, Edwards. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Bonga. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Leading by a point. And the second. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Pass to Lundberg. Here's Pokusevski. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Pokusevski's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Giffey tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. He sinks the three-pointer.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to Booker. Now Napier. Booker is screened on Washington. Puts up a 3. And it's Napier missing. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Pokusevski. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him.
Shooting for the away team. Alexei Pokusevski. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Pokusevski. Giffey. Shot to stop the run. A rebound by Washington. Pass to Pokusevski. Defended by Booker. And it goes down 2 points. 5 points in the game.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Three-pointer. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Pushing it up. Makes it off the glass. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Washington, that's good.
Washington Jr.
They set the pick. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Beyond the arc. Traps in the tray.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
A minute 42 left here in the second. Here's Lundberg. Nothing on the board. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. To the wing right side. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
First team foul.
.55 seconds left in the first half. He gets it in there.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Tipped away. And here comes the break. Giffey. Out left to the wing. It's good. This game is all even. He has 5.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fast break. Here we go. Lobbed up there for Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Okrzyjewski with the ball. 5 points in the game. And they get it. And he's good on the 3 ball. Pakusevski's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Defended by Jones. From outside the arc. Here's De Silva, and he jams it with authority. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
They've got Jones, and it's Bonga in at the small forward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That free throw missing.
Shooting for the away team.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Fires from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 12 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Jones kicks to Davies. 6 to shoot. Here's the break. Lucic. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Defended by Jones. Over to the left wing. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Davies. 8 points for him. It's hauled in by Edwards. For the 3. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Davies. Takes a 3. It doesn't go for him. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Loves to push the pace. When the break is on, Ntilikina taking full advantage.
They set the pick. Out to the right wing.
Away team foul. Bonga. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Edwards.
2 minutes.
Defended by Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Ntilikina off on the layup.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Stolen by Jones.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
Lets the 3 fly. That shot misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Number 13.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. There's Davies. Can't hit from in close.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Defended by Jones. From past the arc. They get it back. Giffey sinks the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
and they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Booker. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
3.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort. And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. That shot missing. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Leading by... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us.
Team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Pakusevsky. And it's denied.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
He's covered by Washington. And he banks in the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Krusevsky grabs the miss. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Giffey. And a miss there on the triple. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Pakusevsky can't hit.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, but there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Washington passes to Pakusevsky. And he can't stop the run as he misses. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
From deep three-point land. No good on that one. Now here's Napier. He's covered by Washington. Takes the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Pass to Napier. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, Pokuševski lets it go with a three. Cans it from downtown.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's the three, and the three ball is good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Over to the wing. Pass to Washington. Pokuševski with the ball. That three off the mark. 1:05 left to play here in the fourth. From deep three-point territory. Doesn't go for him. Releases. Stolen away. Puts up a deep three. That shot is off. Got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. No keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from way out. Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
And so they get the victory here at home. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control.